Welcome back to I don't know when this finale is gonna start. In the last episode, I thought the finale was gonna happen, but then we're at like 20 to 25 minutes, and with the credits and all that crap, it's gonna take a little longer than that to actually finish the game. And in this episode, we're gonna see what could possibly drain the water. Now remember, there was a fire that happened in the Battlebees embassy, which means they had to get water from somewhere. And what's a better place than water than literally 10 minutes in front of it? Why did I actually do that? Okay, whatever. There was fire in Babal, basically. Tonight, the Yatagarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Battlebees embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. And that's when you could actually traverse the border. If enough water was drained, then you could connect the bombs. And oh man, I missed the thing again. So what? The water level went down. The reservoirs were connected. We can always check if the reservoir's connected, you know. Does any of this matter? We can't prove any of this. We can prove that the water level went down. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. And is this our wall? Is this the wall we must cross? Did they try to make a wall and we're gonna blow it down? Is Edgeworth gonna blow up the wall? This is why you don't get me in politics. Found a route you use to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat.
Not so fast!
Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. You know, Rod? Yeah, you can't actually. I know that. Okay, so what's the point? Should have figured that you would have noticed. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know that those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb out of the pool, much less, like, freaking, money, too. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? Answer me, plebeian, I guess. I don't know. Will he call us a plebeian or something? One would use a certain something. You could go up or down with the pool at will. Oh, it looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Machina and the body were able to rise up to the ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. There's a way to control the body level, or water level, actually. Because the water level will automatically refill if it becomes too low. And you can use that to your example for buoyancy. Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? Why is the thing so slow all the time? The water level in the pools will be controlled by opening and closing the sprouts. Machina and the body were lifted upward in the air by their buoyancy in water. Sure, why not? We're learning science today, kids! The fire on the Battlebees side and the firefighting effort. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body! You set fire to an embassy just to smuggle a body? Dang, you must have really trusted yourself. Grunk. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? Sure, let's go! Let's learn! First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance in preparation of things to come. You can do that, okay. So that is Alba, I guess. Then he took the pushcart that brought the rose garden and pushed it along with the iron infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. I guess he forgot to drop the freaking pool guy there. At this time, Machina was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babal. Okay. He then made for the open air stage pool to wait for firefighting effort to begin. No one noticed a person inside the water? When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is a very intricate way of getting some people out. This is once you push the pushcart from Alabasta into Babal. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. And then... water! Let there be water! Won't anyone notice this at all? No one noticed this. And their water level rose up to its original level, along with Machina and the body. Wow, they must have been really fast. Pipes. After that, Machina used a pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat office. Okay, seems that everything's working right now. Just want to make sure. Crap! I pressed the wrong button. Whoops. There's an elevator in the embassy. I looked for 1 second at my recording device, and then everything was to hell, of course. There's an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation. Thorough! It has to be thorough, man! Of how the body was moved. I I feel like we hit the nail on the hammer right there, or the hammer on the nail, or whatever it's called. Gnaw, or whatever it's called. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, just wound that guy to hell, man. Add some salt to the wound. Not so untouchable without your precious extra blah 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 rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back. I know, right? Oh, I love that objection. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines? That's illegal. But when you get down to nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does that old man want now? Proof? Proof. I believe this is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who is to say whether or not any of what you said really happened? He wants proof? What are we gonna do, Mr. Edgeworth? I know, right? We screwed up with that. What? We do? We do? Okay, at this point, I have no idea what's gonna happen, so this is all freaking blind. Here. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were smuggling route we're talking about. I know what we're talking about here. Oh my god. Where was it? Where was it? It was the pick. I thought it looks like a guitar pick. Apparently it's not a guitar pick. And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? Yeah, I know, right? This little piece that I found on the Babel East side will be your undoing. You should have been more careful, dude. You should have been more careful. Guitar pick? Would you care to explain that is going to, quote unquote, air quoting, I'm air quoting right now, do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What? Oh, God, yeah, I know. We all thought it was a guitar pick. It really isn't. This is something I found at the open-air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. It's part of the knife! It's part of the Alabastrian knife! Take that! It's part of the flower Alabastrian knife! It's missing a pick! On the handle of this knife, there's a beautiful blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. If we move this and it's perfect, we've indicted him. We've proven that the thing moved to the guitar pick. Now let's see what happens if we try to fit this pick into that open slot. Oh man, it works! It's a perfect fit! I assumed that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body. You really screwed up a lot, dude, didn't you? That's an interesting story, nothing more. Objection! Not yet. Oh, I assure you it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. Oh man! It was wet? You say? Is he gonna lie? Accuse us for lying? Yes, and the only place it could have gotten wet from is the open-air stage's pool, which we didn't notice, apparently. Now I ask you, how did a part of a weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open-air stage area on the Babylese side of the embassy? Cause you're just that stupid. I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as the petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went to the Rose Garden pool and threw up a ball! Yeah! Why not outword yourself with that? I love this song. I love the pursuit themes of the Ace Attorney songs. The Ace Attorney games have been praised for their musical genius. And in this game, yeah, you can kind of tell why. People of Zhangfa have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Are we about to beat the game? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. What was that? Cochin or the Mass Star to Master Second? Or is there some we don't know? No matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see it to it that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. He has something up his sleeve? What? What are you talking about? You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. I know, right? We've already proven it multiple times. Because he values himself above all else. It's weird that this guy used to be the old man. This is why you never trust old people. You never trust the elderly. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually. It doesn't look like this guy's breaking. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all the evidence I have. We're just gonna keep throwing it at him and hope for the best here? I'll use it until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. Are you kidding? More testimony? I thought we've already proven this multiple times. This really will be the end of the line. I hope so. Because I'm slowly starting to get... Are you kidding me? You know what? Screw it. Screw everything. We're going for it. Screw that. We're going. I've only been 10.5 minutes. I'm going for it. We're almost done with this game. I don't care if I have to save. Let's get this crap over with. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else to bring you to testify about. Still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin. Really? We haven't? I thought we had. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. It doesn't seem that scared. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage, so... He did? Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. I guess so. I mean, like, I'm scared still. I'm very scared right now, by the way. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place. For this, the key to this investigation. But I don't even know that. Whatever. The Steel Samurai show. Last testimony. Oh, man. This is the last testimony. It's this song. This song is usually the last song that we hear. Oh man, we're almost done. I watched from this last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I'm just gonna press everything. Screw this. Those movement scenes were serious. Oh man, I accidentally hit that. Whoops. Alright. Let's hope for the best here. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. No one could! He's Larry, dude! Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? Actually, we even said he was cool, so yeah. You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who was cool! Oh, God. Why are these two friends, and why are they awesome together? Yeah, the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Wait, didn't he change his move? Who is she? Who's this super cute girl? She's 7 or 8 years younger than you, dude. She's been standing here this whole time and now he notices her? Her name is Kate Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yes, okay. I'm Larry. Bots! More whips! Signs at the peanut gallery! There's no time for such trivialities at this time! Like this! She's also 7 years younger than you at least. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got it? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I want to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Hey! We've made a friend! We've made a friend! I had a feeling we were going to do that, but come on. I leave this critical battle up to you. Mr. Edgeworth, why? You could help us. Whatever. Have no fear, I will finish the job. Well, at least everyone's voting on us. This really is the end game. The time to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Oh, man. I don't know. I think I know where I'm supposed to press, but let me see. Watching the last row. Stage show was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I can't prove that there, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. Do you remember the contents of the show very well, though? Is that proof enough for you? What was the show like? Because I remember Larry saying something about, maybe because I uploaded that soon at this point. Yeah, I record these really hard in advance because I need to get ready for college. I remember Larry saying he changed the contents of the show, so I'm curious. Well, I remember the contents of the show as well as myself. That's nice. That's nice? That's all you got for us? Elizabeth, don't allow yourself to be railed up by him at this important juncture. Thanks. I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. Why does it matter right now? The cinematic scene of today's show was just totally awesome. Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. What was it? The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate's early summer rain jab? Wait a minute! Wait! He got us! Wait a minute. He couldn't do his early summer rain jab because of the samurai spear! We got him! That scene will live on in my heart forever. We got him. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. You said you're the biggest expert here! You screwed it up and you can't remember. You got your own special moves. That's a special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the samurai spear. Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? You didn't watch the show! One of the scenes was a never before seen early summer rain jab move. You're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot! I got you! I got you! For a second, I thought I accidentally pressed right too many times. I was too excited. The special move today was the early summer rain jab? Is that your final answer? Are we like playing Jeopardy or something here? You little irritating gnat! Wow. He is angry at us. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? You already tripped yourself up, you idiot! That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The samurai spear? What about it? The spear actually never made it on stage today. How do you not notice the spear was not straight? Excuse me? An idiot threw it against the wall! He, unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai is an idiot! Happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness, also known as an idiot! Had it been anyone else, I think you would have passed. But you're dealing with idiots here! Also, he's making fun of you, dude. Get it together. Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. I love this song. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! Couldn't you have said that when you heard Early Summer Rain? Why did we have to say that? Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was necessary. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. How do you know about the Early Summer Rain move? I have no idea and I don't care. Nothing works for this guy, I can tell you that much. Quercus Alba! You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai show tonight, did you? He had a thing to do. He had a murder to watch. What are you talking about? Aha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead! Oh, we got him. I wonder what his crazy, his break move would be. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now! I wonder what he's gonna say now. Is he gonna break? He didn't break! I can barely hear the music right now. That's not a good sign. Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy, and so are your conclusions. What? We're getting you! What do you mean? Still insist I watched the show, or most of it in any case. What do you mean by most of it? You see, during the show, I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. You missed the climactic scene because you went to the bathroom! I don't believe that! When this dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal! I know, right? Just because he got the name of the move wrong. We can't really use that as proof if you didn't watch the show at all. No, we're almost there, dude! Oh, crap. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I'd want to watch the entire show. Honest. Liar! I dropped my keys. Crap. As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in a seat for the climax of the show, you're a lousy fan. You have no right to call yourself even a Steel Samurai. Does that really matter right now? Wait, who was that? Who was that now? What was that now? Who was that just now? Oh man, who are we facing now? Who are you? It would be I, young lady. She's 7 years younger than you. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgy, just hold on a sec, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Samurai. You're not helping at all right now! What exactly is a Steel whatever that is, Maniac, pal, I guess. I believe he means to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one because I'm the Steel Samurai. You're not helping us, you idiot! Stop talking! I'll never acknowledge you as a true Steel. What? Why? We're trying to solve a murder here! What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. Why does it matter? As well as it should, for I'm a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was the most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. I know, right? He's like Pinocchio here. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive, like he didn't watch the entire scene. Something that links Mr. Albert directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin. But we got nothing like that. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for? Wait, is he being smart right now? I'm not quite sure. I'm wondering about how you found out about the early summer rain jab. Oh yeah, that move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff knew about. Okay. Wait, it was a secret? Wait, didn't he say that very few people knew about it? Larry, wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? You usually do, but this time you said something smart and stupid. Did you say the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Wait, then how'd he know about it? Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. Then, no wonder he was sad about that. 5 minutes before the show, we threw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The Steel Samurai versus the Jammin' Ninja? Early summer rain jab, that kind of how we decided the name of the move. Okay, I guess that works. By the time I already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. So, none of this was mattered. Obviously, Steel Samurai actors are the same. Wait, he put it on the whiteboard? Basically, because we changed the move, the sushi slash, kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. Okay. The gag order was issued for publicity's sake. Fair enough. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Kind of, actually. Yeah, which is why I think that most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Then who figured this out? Hold your lips of yours still. Too late. Too late. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. No, because you even knew it was a secret. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time. Much like a kid show. Hey! You said you loved Steel Samurai, Mr. Alba. I believe the one you should be quiet now is you. How dare you! I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. He shouldn't have known about this thing. Trying to bully me now? Huh. There are no implications to read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Too late. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Quercus Alba. You were the one who said it yourself that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. How'd you know about it then? Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. By going inside. Quercus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. He saw it from the whiteboard when he was trying to get the thing! You knew the name because you saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret, so you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked, which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Alba was in the waiting room at some point, right? Or what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's one other piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room, so we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder. The push cart! Take that! I think. Yeah, the push cart! Move the body right there in the dressing room. Yeah, it's right there, dude. He took the push cart and then he saw the move. Push cart waited on his turn in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went to the Alabaster along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only other time the killer could have placed the body inside the push cart was when the push cart was in the dressing room backstage! Yeah! And awesome music to go along with it. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. This guy just doesn't give up, right? Hurrah! Can I see his break room now? Oh, but wait! What if, and this is just a what if, stop talking! What if the murder didn't take place in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Anyone going into the private dressing room would stand out like a sore thumb. But despite that, the killer still managed to move the body with the bush guard. Are you guys with me or against me? Like, seriously. And it's because of this setup at the theater's dressing room that it would be the ideal location for murder of Master Kochin. How? Salba, during the show, you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Oh my god, this will never end. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. Why? I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal! You got that? Arrest! A-R-R-E-S-T! Objection! And O-B-J-E-C-T-I-O-N! Not so fast. Hey, that's, Langston. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? My god, he never gives up, dude! What is there to explain? This has been going on for like an hour. I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. Who gets lost? In their own embassy! I want to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. I want you to say that. You punk still trying to get out of this? Do you really think you can get the veil at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, is there anything you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. So what do we do? Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. We're still not done? It's possible that we may find new evidence there. We have an investigation to do? Poke around in there. I'm sure you'll get some new facts, pal. Ooh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. Remember, we're not allowed to do that. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie? How could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. What? My men really are something else. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say for you, sis, and that's they found nothing. That's it. But they're like, okay, I guess there are like 100 people there, so I guess that they probably did their own job. I guess you're right. If they found something, they would have reported it to us. This ain't good. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there's no info to feed to Little Thief, then I can't do much help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Well, we already proved one. We just need to prove one more. Is there no other course of action left to us? Did we lose? What? It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight. I mean, we have been here for an hour, so I guess that makes sense. I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Wait, we're not done yet? Who's left? Who's left? Who is it this time? I know, right? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers! Oh, come on! More people! Ack! First Larry and now you! How'd you not notice her? What is with that scary mobster like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. You are! I've been waiting to say this, but all you keep talking about things I don't get at all. Then why are you here? You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing loneliness and I'm about to crying. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? I mean, we have nothing else going for us. But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up! Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing? From you? It's gonna be a kiss, ain't it? She's gonna kiss us. So super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. What is it? My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? Is this? You gave us hot dogs! We don't need hot dogs, we need evidence! Why did I just smell curry all of a sudden? When I said hot dogs, I thought of curry. Chicken curry, actually. I'm an Indian. I need chicken curry. No one cares about your hot dogs! It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes, oh Edgy Poo, here you go, need one and go for us red as rain! Sure, why not? Let's eat it, I guess. Okay. No one can. This is so stupid. Are we through here? Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Because you're not helping the situation. You're not helping the cause. Edgy Poo, tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. Go away. We'll hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought have occurred to me that maybe it would be good that I fed you and made sure you were nice and full one day. It was my dream to serve you from my own homemade food. I mean, it isn't a desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry, and that's what I want to experience. I'll tell you one thing, a long time ago, I used to make most of the delicious meals that ingredients threw in front of me. Star, back then, I was... Miss Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? I want to know about her love food making life, I guess. There is no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. We're just gonna, like, duct tape her mouth and, like, send her on her way, I guess. Okay, never mind. I'm so sick and tired of you. All you people do is look down on me. You're not doing anything. Wait, what? I had a special design on its fan, the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. Wait, what? But when I ate one, it tasted just like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. What are you talking about? With a Henomaru like fan on it? A what? Never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red rising sun on this fan is filled in. I don't know why this matters. Is it possible? Could it be? What is about to happen? And I swear to God, that's blood. Just showed the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there's no such thing as a rising sun dog. What? We have more logic? What? This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. The rays from this rising sun may not be where we need it to point us in the right direction. At present? Oh man, we're gonna do those realization things now? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the push cart just to move them all. You had to push the samurai dogs into the push carts. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater and then placed his body inside the push cart. The push carts... Wait a minute! The dogs were outside the push cart! He didn't unwittingly do it! It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together, no matter how fragile or small the connections may be. Once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Oh man, I can't wait to do this next episode! We're gonna finish this! This is now, this is 2 signing off!